Today's just been a bad day for me. Today's been a very bad day so far. This has not gone smoothly. It was much easier the other night in the headphones. It is one of those times where it's like, I need to take a little breather. It's so bad that I just need to chill for a minute, collect my thoughts. Cool, I know where I'm going to snip this atmosphere stuff at. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Misclicks. Alright, let's snip 8 bars out of here. How much is this? 6. 2 more. Alright, that's fine. There's 1. And there's 2. We'll fade that out a little bit. And put that right there. So I'm going to go track to track. Just, I know. All right, come here. Come here. Touch my stuff. Touch my stuff. I'm going to go through this track by track and just kind of scoot everything back 8 bars. See how it sounds, and then keep scooting it back, how it sounds. I know, you're happy now. Yeah, I won. I beat Dad this time. All right, so that sounds a little bit more, I guess, on point. Sounds about the same as before, just a little bit shorter. It's a little bit more on point, though. But I think what we're going to do in this empty gap area right here is just kind of add a kick, but we're going to do it a very, like, filtered, affected kick, and kind of just roll that kick up to the end of the break there. Don't know about adding those synths though, man. And next challenge is finding a kick that I can just kind of rip from a different part of the track and then apply to that zone. Well, we'll find one.
First, you'll have to break free from the city.
So here's the beginning transient of the kick. We're gonna take it from there. Now you have to switch modes with the clipping and whatnot. Typically we're on a snap when you write, but when you want to do a little bit more audio editing business, you don't want to do snap so much. Now this will give you the 0 crossing, which is basically, if you want to avoid the pops and clicks and whatnot. I'll go ahead and trust it on this one because I'll catch it right before this transient right here. And then we'll go ahead and pick a point after here. That was a pretty safe bet right there. I'm not too worried about that crap right there. And let's move all this business on over here. Now we're going to take that mode off. So I have a quick key for it, but I'm going to take that mode off and go back to my snap mode. And then we're just going to paste it right in there. Cool. Probably want to change my quantize as well, because I use quantize for the grid. I don't like using, oh man, you can change it to do grid relative or whatever. I like using quantize. Oh, you can also use bar beat or whatever. I like using quantize on my sweet sequencer. I don't like doing it by bar beat. Whatever. I don't know. We'll change it to 30 seconds. And should sound like a regular old kick popped in there. We're going to duplicate this kick a lot. Typically, there's little things for the audio clip you can use. There it is. So you can take that and duplicate that. How far do we need to go? About 105. All right, let's see if we can hit it all the way up to 105. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that before. You can take the whole thing and then duplicate the whole thing. That's pretty smooth. Yeah. Steven likes that. Steven like. Okay, in our track, we're going to add an insert. Let's add a filter. And let's use that filter. I use this guy a lot for filtering. Not so much for mixing. If I'm using a filter for mixing. But I'll use this for like when I'm writing and whatnot. I am going to want to bypass it and unbypass it. Just because that's what I want to do. Where's your bypass at, bro? There you are. So we're going to bypass you and then unbypass you. Let's make you readable. Bypass is on. Cool. Or the plugin's off. The bypass is on. Fucking figure it out someday. We're going to do the same thing over here, but we want this to be at 113. Cool. Bypass, unbypass. Cool, it doesn't make any kind of stupid noise when it does it either. So we'll go ahead and make a new lane. Get rid of that lane. As a matter of fact, let's make a couple more lanes. Oh, I don't want you. Get out of my face. This controller lane will be, or automation lane, I don't know what we want to call it. This will be low pass frequency. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's up? Oh, are you lonely? You need some friends? Don't worry, you got a little brother coming on the way. Did you just toot? Get out of here. All right. Start this at 97. Where are we at? Frequency? All right. I want enough to thump, but not too much. Okay, well, I set up a kind of initial starting off point for my kick, and I'm gonna filter the kick the whole way till the end there, and then have that kick kind of speed up while it's being filtered, and so we're gonna kind of go do both at the same time, write the kick out, and then filter it as we go as well. Sounds all right. We're gonna add the other side of this, which is the high pass filter. So we're gonna fuck with this filter a bit, and see what we can do with it. One little thing that I've been doing lately, one little habit that I've had is not only messing with the high pass filter, the not only the frequency but the resonance. So. That's a bit better. Now we just need to change our automation. This is where we're at. I'm not too convinced by this kick roll up. Kind of like a fruit roll up, but I don't know. I'm gonna listen to it again. Just kind of the whole track though.
Soon you'll be able to function. Not mercy, not compassion, not remorse.
Seeing if messing with the low pass resonance will fucking make me happy or not. Still not kind of convinced by this yet, though. Maybe if I do it kind of on time with the crashes. We'll try that. As a matter of fact, this is probably the time that I'm going to use the track versions. Let's duplicate the version, copy of version 3, so that we can always go back to version 3. Typically, I would like the resonance changes. I don't think I like them in this case. I don't think I'm going to take advantage of them. Well, it seems like that adjustment kind of actually didn't make it any better. It just kind of kept everything apart. Maybe it's not so drastic.
First, you'll have to break free from the city.
Kind of digging that right there. Trying to work on this and feed a baby at the same time is like, it's tough. I'm probably gonna end up deleting this whole fucking broadcast. Oh man, this one's been a tough one. I'm pretty okay with this. I'm gonna save this for now. Oh, you know what? We never went back to the synths. Actually, let's actually try the affected stuff. Well, let's see how the affected stuff sounds in the mix. Whoopsie. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna say that Don't touch that. I'm gonna say that that if you have all this stuff running, like if you have all these synths and stuff running up here, and the piano and all that other business, you should probably let go of that mix wise, and yeah, let go of that mix wise, and just have the screech then, you know. Kitty, you're killing me. What? Oh, you want water? That's what it was. Whoops. Hold on, give her a sec. So you probably want to not just add something to the mix, but adjust the mix to compensate. So we're gonna select all of our synths up here, and we're gonna snip them off at the point that stuff drops back into a break. So what is that? 153? Can't see from here. Blind as a bat, and I'm using televisions as screens. Hey. Yum yum. Yum yum. Drink some more, player. Water is delicious and nutritious. She's gonna get so mad, slapping her hand away from the microphone. Don't touch the microphone. Don't touch the microphone. So we're gonna mute all of these. This gets muted. 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 Even tempted to go ahead and mute the piano as well. Let's take a listen to what the piano's doing in this whole deal anyways. So it seems like the piano's not really doing much. Thank you for the kiss. It seems like the piano's not really doing much. Getting your second wind, huh? Jeez, kid. Let's check it out. Child, you are killing me on every level. Oh man, I'm so done it too. I know, right? You laughing because you know it's true. Oh, just go to sleep. Just take your nap. Probably can jettison this part right here with the piano as well, and just rely on the synth right here to kind of fill it in. I'm not laughing because you're funny. No, I am though, kind of. A little bit. You are funny. You're funny like I'm funny. Yeah, we have everything verb right here, which is piano and some other stuff. And do I have to change your diaper? Oh, jeez, kid. Nope, I don't. All right. All right, so we're gonna mute that. We can probably mute it even further down the line too. But we'll see. We'll check that out later. But I'm more concerned about this part right here. Vox delay, crash verb, snare verb. Not worried about that. That piano reverb was killing me. So we're not gonna use that. All right, let's check it out. I'm gonna use a compressor to knock down some of these glitches and stuff that he's doing right here. I don't like the way they spike up. Still kind of want them to be there, but not as loud as they are there. I don't want them to gain up as much as they are.
From the city.
This part, I'm having a little bit of trouble. It's getting lost in the mix. I can push the volume up, or I can do some other stuff. I don't know yet, though. I think I might change my mind on this. This EQ maneuver. I might do something a little bit different. No, I think I'm still going to stick with that EQ. But I am going to try a sidechain. Typically, with hardcore kicks, it's tough to sidechain, period, because what you're doing is you're squaring out your kick and making your kick as big as possible. Loud, as noisy, and obnoxious as possible. And the problem with that is if you're trying to sidechain, it's not really possible because your compressor is just reading incoming signal level and then adjusting based off your threshold and your compression and all that other bullshit, your ratio. So, you tend to have issues with sidechain compression. Your sidechain will trigger at a terrible time or an off time, or it just won't do what it's supposed to do. Huh. Is that bypassed? Huh. So, oh. Hold on. I'm messing with stuff. So, whatever. I got distracted. Sorry. So what you want is you'll want to use certain types of compressors that have a sidechain input that has basically like a filter in the sidechain. Cubase has a couple of those compressors built in, so you don't have to worry about it. I think Vintage Compressor, I want to say no, you know what, it's not Vintage, because Vintage Compressor is an 1176. Yeah. And that doesn't have a filter input, so whatever. Does it have British mode? Can I select all these? No. Yeah. There's with the old 1176s, you could push all 4 buttons at once, and it was pretty dope. But I guess you cannot do that here. Womp womp. All right. Whatever. Tube compressor is the compressor that we want. Boom. There it is. So you'll notice this has a sidechain selected. So it's accepting sidechain. And then here is the sidechain basically filter. So you can compress the signal that's going in normally based on the frequency, which is really cool. It adds a depth to it that you don't have with a basic compressor. And then you can adjust the Q factor to that compressor. Now, if you're looking to sidechain in hardcore, this is the compressor that you want to use. Now, not this specific one. I mean, you can if you want to. Fuck it, whatever. You can do whatever you want. But this specific type of compressor that allows sidechain input like this with a low pass, band pass, or high pass. I look like an N for a sec. I am slowly but surely going fucking blind. This has a lot of little neat, tricks and buttons and shit like that happens. But we're going to put it in sidechain mode. Then we're going to send our kick over. And when we're using a send that has like a sidechain send, so we're from one place to another, typically it's best to do pre-fader. I like pre-fader, personally. So now this is receiving pre-fader signal of the kick. Cool. So even if we mute this, awesome. Now the next thing that we want to do is basically adjust our input. There is no threshold. There's just input and output plus the mix. Let's have the mix be 100%. I don't want to fucking deal with 50% right now. Let's drop that release all the way because we want that pumping effect and really make that attack short as well. Now we're getting compression. So there's the kick, creating the compression right now. Now remember that we're using the center of our bandpass as a 500, and then we have a really low Q. So let's get that Q tighter. Fuck it, let's just crank it all up. And let's move our center somewhere else. Now for kicks, bassy kicks, I've noticed that the center of about 50 or 60 is the best for dynamic response. So now that we're sending input into the compressor, because there's not really a set fucking threshold, but we're setting input in. Now we're compressing that synth using the kick. There you go. Look at that thing wobble. That's what you really want when you want a lot of that extremely dynamic sidechain. You want that compression to really swing. We might have to adjust the output a bit, but whatever. You can also check out the monitor, what it's doing. But I don't give a shit. So there's our input, there's our output. Cool. Looks like our output's a little bit hotter.
Without compassion. Without remorse. Without mercy.
All right, so I think that's good enough for now. That's pretty much kind of what I set out to do. I'm pretty happy with that. The whole broadcast has been kind of a shit show, though, from beginning to end. And learned a couple things today. Learned that be ready when you start and check a couple things out while you're getting started. Just to make sure you don't fuck it up. But yeah. That's that, I guess. So we'll see how this arrangement flies. Honest to God, I dig it a bit more than before. All right, cool. Time for me to work on another project. So I'm gonna keep this where it is. And then I'll be back in a couple minutes with a new project. I got a file. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done with it for now. Deuces. It's been today. It's been a rough one, but it's been today. And we got stuff done. Yeah.